Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and this week it's time for my favorite video, which is picking my next monthly TBR. I cannot believe that we are already coming into September. It has been very chilly the last couple days here where I live. I've had the windows open, which has been really nice, but I've needed to bundle up a little bit, which rude. What are our reading goals for September? As per usual, I want to be continuing series that I'm in the middle of. I have an itch to find a really good fantasy series that I am obsessed with, so maybe some fantasy books. We'll just see what the TBR jar has in store for me today. If you've never seen one of these videos before, I created this jar of prompts over a year ago using a bunch of prompts that I've seen on other people's TBR jar videos and Pinterest posts of reading prompts, and cut them all up in this little piece of paper. Every month I've been picking 6 prompts to pair with books. Overall, 6 books works really well for me. Usually it allows me the ability to also read a couple books that I put on hold at the library or just mood read, and also have my buddy reads with Emily, who will be linked down below as per usual. So let's just reach inside and see what we get. Give it a little stir. For the first prompt, we have a book with food on the cover. Let's see what I have first. For this prompt, I'm going to pick On the Line by Naomi Loud. This is supposed to be like a line cook romance. There's a bunch of different foods on the cover. Honestly, I don't know a lot about this. I think it's like a dark contemporary romance. From what I've heard, yeah, it's a dark contemporary romance. That's all I know about this book. I really don't know anything, but I have heard good things about this book, and I've been intrigued to read it since I saw people talking about it. Definitely an interesting one to start with. Prompt number 2. A new to you author. I think I have a couple options. The 2 books that I'm really leaning towards are God Killer by Hannah Kaner and Butcher and Blackbird by Brynn Weaver. So we have like a serial killer romance, which I think is going to be a lot of fun for the fall time. Or we have this very short fantasy, which we're following like main character who is a god killer, from what I understand. My boyfriend got this book for me for Christmas last year, so I would really like to read it here soon. I don't know, and this one's not even 300 pages. So I feel like this would be a good one to read. I know the second one either just came out or came out earlier this year, something like that. I guess for the sake of variety, let's pick God Killer by Hannah Kaner, because we already have a dark contemporary romance. Just stick that one on the top for now. Hopefully we'll be able to fit that one in as well. Prompt number 3. A book you've owned for over 2 years. I feel like a really good choice for this would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer Out of the Madhouse. I think I put this on my September TBR last year. Maybe a different TBR, but I never got around to reading it. I was just not in the mood, but I really want to get back to reading all of these. These are all of my mom's books, and I do want to go through and read them all. And it's really not that long. It's like 360 pages, but it's tiny, and they're not like difficult books. I just really haven't been in the mood to read these recently, but maybe I should just get back to it. Because also Buffy the Vampire Slayer and fall sort of go hand in hand. I feel like this could be a good one to pick up and get back to, because I have a lot of these books to read. Prompt number 4. author's debut novel. I'm trying to think if I know of any books off the top of my head that is a debut novel, but I don't think I do. There's 4 Weekends and a Funeral by Ellie Palmer. I think I've heard good things about that. Okay, I finally picked a book for this prompt, and I'm going to pick Collide by Bal Cabra, I believe. You will see this book in an upcoming video. This was kindly gifted to me by bestie Emily. Thank you so much again. I'm so excited to read this. I've heard really good things about this book, and I've also seen a couple people have the arc of book 2 in this series and said that that was amazing. So I cannot wait to jump into this one. This one's just like college hockey romance. That's all I know, but I am excited. This gives like icebreaker vibes to me, and I'm so excited to read this. Again, it's September, back to school. I think this is a good time to read this one. Prompt number 5. A title that starts with T. I could do The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which is another hockey romance, but is another series that I really wanted to start this year. Oh, I could also read Trial of the Sun Queen. Okay, I think I have to pick The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. It's a fantasy. It will complete a series for me, or at least catch me up on a series, and I have been really meaning to get back into that series and back into that world, and I just haven't made time to. So I think, although there's so many books that I really want to read for this prompt, I think I have to read that one, and I am so excited to be able to read that one. The next book in that series also comes out in November, I believe, and I want to be caught up. I want to be able to read that when it comes out. Okay, the last prompt. A book with your favorite trope. What a great prompt to end with. I honestly don't know what my favorite trope is. That's a lie. Yes, I do. It's found family. Anytime there's found family, I am obsessed. I could do a few different things for this. Basically, any fantasy has really good found family. I think for this prompt, I'm gonna go with Magnolia Park's Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. The friendships and just overall relationships in this book really, really do it for me. I feel like finishing this is going to be so painful, but I also don't want to drag it out any more than I already have. So I think we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna finish the series. So this is my TBR for September. A little different to what I had in mind, honestly, but I'm hoping I can read a bunch of other things as well. We'll see. There's 2 fairly long books in here. For September's TBR, we have On the Line by Naomi Loud for a book with food on the cover. For a new to you author, we have God Killer by Hannah Kaner. For a book you've owned over 2 years, we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer Out of the Madhouse. For a debut novel, we have Collide by Bal Cabra. For a book that starts with T, we have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. And for a book with your favorite trope, we have Magnolia Park's Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. I'm pretty excited about these books. As always, let me know if you have read any of these, what your thoughts are, what you're excited to read for the month. I really hope that you enjoyed this week's video, and please leave a like if you did so that I know. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.